Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, in his 3rd season now out of Texas Tech. And few players have had the spotlight focused on them quite like Patrick Mahomes. But this is a guy that says he wants that attention. He's okay with a target on his back. We saw how electric he can be in 2018, and he wants to continue that into 2019 and beyond. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
There we go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
3 down.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What we got?
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. For quarterback Patrick Mahomes, one of his early coming-out parties happened against these Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 2 in 2018, just his 3rd career start. Threw for a franchise record 6 touchdowns, 326 yards. Little did we know at the time that that performance would be the tip of the iceberg en route to snagging MVP honors.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, baby, let's go.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, and it's third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
When your defense ranks 31st against the pass, you have to make moves in order to make it better. And the Chiefs did exactly that in bringing in safety Tyrann Mathieu, who has great instincts and the ability to play both safety and nickel corner. I love the way that he roams around the secondary and brings a great attitude and edge to the locker room.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 41, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He's going to loft one deep left, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out.
And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.